Welcome back to the podcast. My name is Joseph Clough, and this is episode 883. Now, in this episode, we are going to be following on from the previous episode, which is all about stopping and quitting the inner critic. So I tend to do this sometimes where I'll maybe do like a conscious education level of a subject, and then sometimes I'll follow it up with a hypnosis session to accompany it. And the reason why is because you get the conscious learning, that upgrade, but also the unconscious transformation. That means you get the best of both worlds, things you can implement consciously, and then those things we can implement to the unconscious mind. A win-win situation. And of course, if you're a subscriber to the app, you'll be getting a bonus sleep version of this episode, which is so good because you just listen to it as you go to sleep. And that means you transform, or you go to sleep quickly, but also transform while you go to sleep and while you are asleep. And that means you wake up transformed. And of course, on top of that, you don't get those pesky little ads in the free section. They're all removed. And also you get access to hundreds and hundreds of hypnosis sessions in day and in night form. You get to create playlists, heart ones, so it appears right at the top of the feed even. Also repeating, and on top of that, morning meditations, custom hypnosis sessions, audio programs, 4-hour sleep sessions. So not only is it ad-free, not only do you get a bonus sleep session every single week, but on top of that, all the other cool and awesome content to help you transform your life. If you haven't got it already, go to freehypnosis.app, and that just means you get what you need to make the change. But with that, let's go ahead into this hypnosis session. And of course, make sure you're not operating any form of machinery or doing anything, and get yourself in a nice, calm, comfortable place. And that just means we get to make that change together. So with that, let's get to it. Okay. Go ahead and get yourself in a nice, comfortable position. Close your eyes and be here now. Breathe all the way in and exhale. Breathe all the way in and exhale. Allow this time to center so we can resolve and dissolve that inner critic. So decide upon it now. Declare you are ready to be free of all negative self-talk. And you are ready to have a positive, lifting up internal dialogue that supports you. Because with your eyes closed, you can just relax. Although at first, you may be aware of many things. Sometimes there's sounds in your environment, and that's okay. The sound of the music that can resonate with you on this journey. The sound of my voice as it goes with you into trance. That's it. For I am going to count down from 10 down to 0. And with each number, you'll feel more at ease and relaxed than you did before, but not as much as the next number as we count down. And when we get to 0, you may find yourself in that wonderful learning state where you drift, you dream new realities of being so self-certain, empowered, so confident from the inside out. So relax now, down to 10, down to 9. It takes your own time, in your own way, going into trance. There's nothing to rush. There's nothing to do other than have the intention of being free of that inner critic. For it's time to be free, isn't it? Where you get to thrive wherever you go. So relax as the unconscious mind at the back of the mind can assume that responsibility in listening to all those things I say, and to take on those learnings and suggestions that will allow you to be safer, happier, confident, and to have that wonderful, uplifting self-talk. That's it. Your unconscious mind can take on the things I say that you feel will allow you to be happier and safer. And just relax. With each out-breath, going down from 8, down to 7, you may sense a wonderful feeling now or soon of peace and comfort, because you felt this way before, where you felt so relaxed, so content, so at ease, many times. And you don't have to consciously remember now a time of relaxation, how it felt and what you experienced. But the unconscious mind can remember those feelings, those sensations of wonderful comfort and letting go, going down from 8 down to 7. That's it. You can just effortlessly drift and dream. Now for some, you may drift and dream as if you're free floating, so effortlessly. And for others, you may just feel heavily relaxed. Nothing to do. Just relax now. In the most wonderful, joyful way. Down from 7, down to 6, enjoying the expansion of comfort. You see, relaxation is an energy. It can expand throughout your mind and body, and sometimes it will start in a certain location, and you don't have to think about it, but you may become aware of a calmness nurturing you, almost as if an energy is comforting you, where you get to soften the muscles, all tension releases with every breath out. You get to feel good as you learn and let go, all the way down to 5, allowing more ease into your presence, softening and letting go. That's it. You can let go into comfort, down to 5, as my voice goes with you, into trance. And you can choose now, or maybe trust your unconscious now, to take you down deeper to the level of hypnosis that will produce the best results for you, whether it be a light trance, maybe a deep trance, down from 4 down to 3. And I don't know when you'll go into trance now. Maybe in a few moments, minutes. However you do, whenever you do, you can trust your unconscious mind. That's it. Because your unconscious mind is always trying to keep you safe, is always doing all the things that you don't consciously do. And although it may have been running the inner critic of the past, we also know your unconscious is always trying to keep you safe. The intention is always safety. So maybe with the gratitude to the unconscious mind that it's always doing its best that we can now begin to nurture it, to really support you with empowering inner words and affirmations of your potentiality, down from 3 and down to 2. That's it. Just relaxing, drifting, and letting go. Deeper and deeper, down to 1, all the way down. You may see 0 approaching as we move from 1. You may just feel or notice going through it, beneath it, into trance now. And you may continue to drift and go deeper in a way that serves you and allows you to feel good about transforming. That's it. Just relaxing all the way down, deeper, because speaking to you, the unconscious mind, I want to thank you, to really thank you, because I know that any internal dialogue, positive or negative, you've always tried to help to keep the conscious mind safe. And I thank you. And I also want you, the unconscious mind, to know even more than that. The conscious mind wishes to evolve any inner critic, any negative self-talk, to evolve it into a more safer way, an empowering way, where you get to shine and thrive. And since you're here to protect, this new way will do just that. So you, the unconscious mind, can assume that responsibility in noticing how the inner critic is ran. You can analyze when it happens, any triggers from the outside to the inside. You can recognize where it is located and how it actually happens. Sometimes a tone, a feeling. And the reason why you, the unconscious mind, will notice when, how, you can begin to remember and start to change that internal dialogue. Because I wonder if we could soften it, change the energy of it, to make it empowering. I wonder how it'd make you feel. You may imagine that if that internal dialogue was supporting with safety and protection that you're good enough, that you can do this. We can learn. We can get better. We are filled with potential. And on top of that, to preserve learnings from the past beneath the surface, the unconscious mind, you can learn. For those learnings will keep you safe. You may even think about that. If you've learned what you needed to learn, surely those learnings will keep you safer. Insights, epiphanies, all the lessons, they allow you to be safer. So you, the unconscious mind, can learn and have those learnings for the future, which means also every new future situation, you're not bringing in the past. You are seeing it more objectively. And as that inner tone is more loving to you, supporting to you, lifting you up, notice if you were to go off into the future, how you would be with that internal dialogue and self-talk, protecting you, empowering you, speaking positivity to your life with those learnings. Wouldn't life, every area of your life, be so much more joyful, where you feel more light, whilst also feeling so strong? So from now on, you will speak from the inside out positive affirmations, positivity to your character, to your attributes, to your future, because you can do so as you go off into the future and notice what you notice, the new opportunities that you may have ignored in the past, but now you see them because you spoke powerfully toward yourself and your future. And you may also notice how much calmer life is when you speak good for self, for others, for the future, where you get to nurture that inner voice. You can nurture it now, giving that you the love and care and grace to be gentle to self, yet uplifting to self, where you radiate that internal dialogue that I've got this, we can do this, I have what it takes, and I take action on making it a reality. It is my birthright to choose my thoughts, my feelings, my actions, my internal self-talk. I get to choose them, and I choose peace, love, and to uplift my internal voice. So my internal voice of love and confidence nurtures every cell. You may even imagine that if every cell of you became deeply aligned with this internal voice of love and confidence, your whole being vibrating in positivity. Wouldn't that be nice now? And you, the unconscious mind, you can also notice this is far safer. And since you're here to protect, you can start to implement these changes for a more loving life. A life you get to live. You get to choose. To choose your voice that supports you from now on. Knowing those learnings will always be there for you. Learnings protect you. And you, the unconscious, can find the natural triggers to start making these changes as you relax, as you let go into learning in the most wonderful, blissful way, where you choose bliss, peace, and confidence from now on. And in a moment, I'm gonna count from 1 all the way to 5. And on 5, you'll be awoken to the energy level of choice, where you'll be out of this trance, but you will have transformed. So 1, every muscle becomes more and more alert. At 2, you begin to just expand your body, stretching it and energizing it to the level of choice. At 3, you go ahead and breathe in that wonderful positivity and exhale all the way out. And at 4, you can become more and more aware as you begin to come back into the now. And at 5, you can come all the way out of trance, all the way back into the room. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes right now. That's it. Welcome back from that hypnosis session. I hope you enjoyed this free hypnosis session. And of course, if you want the ad-free experience, if you want to get the bonus sleep version of this session, which will really soften and soothe you into sleep whilst transforming, go to freehypnosis.app. That is freehypnosis.app, and you'll get the bonus episode the day after of this episode being released, just like all the other ones. So I hope you got value from it. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, you've got what it takes to make that change and to be the person you desire. We've just got to cultivate it. We've just got to get back in that rapport with the unconscious mind. And that means you become deeply aligned with your desires. And that means you get to live. You get to kind of go for the opportunities. Because I know you matter. I really know that to be true. You matter. So it's time to make that a reality. So with that, I look forward to speaking to you on the bonus episode, or for everyone else on the next episode. And I'll speak to you all soon. Many thanks and goodbye.